Hi, I'm Stephanie and I am a sculptural fibre artist, and I am one of the 10 artists that will be appearing at the Bloomz Online International Art Show this weekend. Now, I think the most often spoken words when we do our art show, because this is our fourth show and it's our anniversary show, so we're very excited from that point of view. It was this time last September we did our very first one, and since then we have been trying to describe to people exactly what our art show is like, because the reason we brought it about in the first place was because we didn't particularly like going to what we'll call flat art shows, which is when you go to a website and there's lots of art for you to see, but they're basically flat files on the screen. Equally, we didn't want to do a webinar on Zoom or something where you're just sitting there being spoken to or basically waiting to be given a chance to speak. We wanted to make it more interactive. So what we have done is we've used Zoom. Now, please don't switch off just because I've used that word, because this is our biggest description that we need to get over. And everybody who comes to the show says, I didn't realize it was going to be like this. And in a minute, I'm going to play you Mari, one of our visitors, and what she said about it. But it's because we all think of Zoom as in the work Zoom, and we're using Bloomz Zoom, which it's different. We allow you to basically go around the art show between the different studios of the different artists, wherever they are in the world. Now, you might not be used to that. You might be used to, if there was such a thing as a breakout room that you've joined in before, and you're either put there and then you're allowed to come back and that's all. But here we have, they are breakout rooms, but basically they're the studios of each of the artists, and you choose how you move about. So I'm going to put a graphic up here so that you can see this is a visual of what our art show looks like. So we have that reception. Basically, you arrive through the Zoom link and you go to the waiting room, and then you arrive at reception, where you're met by Steve, who we call our Bosley. From the Charlie's Angels days. And as you can see from the graphic, all of the artists are in their own rooms off of this reception, and that's exactly what it's like. So Steve will then tell you how to actually maneuver yourself around the show, and that there's also an artist show reel and chill out room. Now, that's an extra room where we actually have playing a 30-second introduction to each artist. So if you think, well, I don't know anything about the artists, so I'd like to go there and just find out a little bit so that then I can go around with a bit of knowledge, then that's fine for you. Or if you've been around some of the artists and you just like a little bit of a break but don't really want to leave the show, you can just go in there and park yourself, or you just want to think about some of the things that you've learned, or even you could just go in there and actually look that artist up on their website, you know, away by yourself, so you can do a bit more research. Any of the above. But you can navigate yourself around, and in a minute I'm going to show you a video, an example, as if you came to see me in my studio. The example is just you by yourself, but obviously on the day there could be other people in there, or you might come to the show with other people, so you'll be in there chatting away to them. But just to show you what it looks like, you go into a studio, you see the artist, you see their show reel. They're actually there as well. You can make them bigger or smaller. So like my pieces I've got behind me, I might want to actually bring that to the front and show you physically what it looked like if you're asking about it, or you might just want to watch the show reel. Once again, any of the above. This is just it. It's all what you want to do. It's as interactive as you want it. If you want your video turned off, that's completely up to you as well. But I'm just trying to get across the feel, and in Mari's words, you know, come for 10 minutes, stay for 3 hours, or come for 10 minutes and just come for 10 minutes, completely up to you. So I'm now going to go to the video of me sharing my room with somebody who hasn't got their video on, and as you will see, it is the very remarkable Sherlock Holmes. And now that I've shown you some pieces and you're ready to move on to either back to reception or to go and see another one of the artists, let me show you how easy that is as well. You literally just click on your little Breakout Rooms button, which on my screen is down the bottom here. I'm using a Mac. If you're using an iPad or a PC, it might be in a slightly different place, but this is the button that you're looking for, the Breakout Rooms. Choose Breakout Rooms, and then you get a list of all the other artists, plus the artist showreel and chill out room, which no doubt when you arrived and you went into reception, Steve will have explained to you about the artist showreel room, which is a 30-second introduction to all of the artists. So if you're thinking, now I've been to see Steph, it'd be quite nice to go and actually get a little intro on all the others before I go and see somebody else. Or I'm happy to tell you about the other artists in order to help you choose where you want to go. Or as you can see on the list here, we've actually got all the different countries. So you might want to pop to Australia, New Zealand, Italy, do a bit of global travelling. That could be the way that you choose. But whichever, you can go and see any of them, and by moving the cursor over here to where there is on my screen a little 0, you can see I can click join and go and meet any of the others. If for any reason you struggle with those controls, I can move you. I can literally just on my screen go to you and move you to one of the other rooms, so that's no problem at all. But this is what you will see on your screen rather than on mine. That's an example if you've gone into a room by yourself. It could be, because we do get sometimes friends meet up at the show and they're in 2s and 3s, 4s, end up in the room, and so there will be all of you there on the right hand side chattering away, either amongst yourselves or with me or with the artist. It depends. But I just wanted to show you an example of you being in a room by yourself. And if you were one of our shy visitors and didn't want to have your video on, or in some cases your video is just not working, or today's just not a good hair day, so you might just want to have it, that's fine. You can still chat away. You can even use the chat facility. There's a little text facility as well if that's what you want to do. But yes, basically, it's up to you how you experience that. But I just thought it might be useful to see those controls. Now, let me see if I can share Mari. There she is. Lovely Mari. Now, listen to what Mari has to say about when she came to the show.
Hi, I'm Mary, and I was at the most recent Bloomz online art exhibition, and I kind of went because I was being polite. I knew one of the artists, and a couple of friends had told me that it was a really good event and that they had stayed for 3 hours. And because I'm a bit of a Philistine, I didn't believe them. And I said, well, I'll just pop in and show my face. And I actually ended up staying 3 hours because it was so lovely. Like, first of all, the art was absolutely amazing. But what was really nice was we actually got to chat to the artists. So I felt like I was traveling. And we were on lockdown here at the time. But because the artists had gorgeous pictures from around the world, I felt like I had actually been away by the end of the night. And it was just so lovely and completely different to what I expected. I think I thought it was going to be a bit stuffy, but it was really, really good fun. So if you are a bit like me and you're not sure about going or not, I really, really recommend going, and hopefully I'll see you there because I intend to go this time too.
I love that Mari came for 10 minutes and stayed for 3 hours. So, you know, not expecting everybody to stay 3 hours, but I think I'm just going to keep saying it really. Just pop in and stay for as little time or as long as you actually want. it's completely up to you. So anyway, the tickets say you can get from thebloomz.co.uk, which is running along on the stream below me here. And well, you've seen the names of all the artists, but if you come to our Facebook group, the Bloomz Art House, or our Instagram page, also the Bloomz Art House, you'll find even more information about the artists as well. But at the end of the day, even if you know nothing about us, just come along, say hi, and we'd very much love to share with you our world. And you know, it's like, as in Mari, it was her way of traveling. So, you know, don't have to jump on a plane or queue at an airport, but we'd absolutely love to see you. So really looking forward to it. We had a great rehearsal at the weekend. We're all really excited. We love to do the show. We just love to share our time together with just each other, as well as anybody else who wants to come along and share it with us. So really look forward to it, and yeah, hope to see you on either Friday or Saturday. So see you then.